What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I have a story that I bet you a lot of you guys are going to think are lame, but whatever. I felt like telling it. I passed out at the doctor's office one time, like the first time I had been there in a very long time, and it was super embarrassing. They wouldn't let me leave. My mom had to come get me. It's just overall a massive L. We on that daily grind, you know, we're going to be back again tomorrow with a longer story time, but I figured this would be a good one. So before we get into it, press the like button or no joke, no scam. You will also pass out, and trust me, it's not very fun. And without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm not saying that this is something rational, okay? I'm not saying this is smart, but I've always been a little bit afraid of the doctor's office. It just freaks me out a little bit. I don't know if, like, when I was a baby or a really little kid, something happened I don't remember, or, like, if I've just seen enough of TV shows where the doctor's a mean guy to traumatize me. They just freak me out, dude. I've just got, like, doctor phobia. You know, I'm not literally afraid of the doctor. I've known my doctor for a while. He's not a scary guy, it's just the office freaks me out. So I kind of avoid going as much as humanly possible, you know, like unless I'm really sick or I need to go do something, I will try my best to just not go. And listen, I understand that can be pretty stupid, okay, I get it, whatever, yada yada. But it's just how I feel, okay? So one day, I ended up needing to go get some blood work done. And sadly, you know, you kind of gotta go to the doctor's office to get that done. Not too many ways around it, and I had to get quite a bit of blood work done. I didn't know that I was going to be getting a lot of blood work done. I just knew I had to, like, go there at a certain time for at least one vial of it. And usually in the morning, you know, I eat breakfast. This morning, for whatever reason, I didn't, but, like, I forgot that I didn't eat breakfast. So I get there, I go about the doctor's thing, yada yada, and the doctor comes in and he's talking to me and he says, all right, well, we're gonna do 3 blood tests, so is that okay? And you know, I usually eat breakfast and I was like, whatever, I'm here, I don't really want to come back because I'm afraid of the doctor, so I'll just get all the blood tests done now, because my other option was to, like, come back another day. So I sit in the chair where they're going to draw my blood, and the nurse comes in, and, you know, I've, like, dealt with this nurse one time before. At this office, they had just moved to this new office, so I had never been to this office before, but, like, the nurse had worked with this doctor before. So she comes in and she says, hi, you know, I've worked with you before. We're training somebody. Is it okay if the person we're training draws blood? You know, he's got this certification, but he just needs experience. And listen, the guy's, like, right in the room next to her. I didn't know what he was in there for. So she asked me if he can practice on me right in front of him. So it's just kind of awkward. And also, he looks like he's my age. And if he's got, like, certifications to be doing it, then whatever. Sure, I guess you can practice on me. I don't care. And I'm not afraid of needles. It's just the office that freaks me out. So he gets the syringe thing, he gets the needle, whatever. They do it. The first vial, no problem. Second vial, no problem. I start to feel a little lightheaded, but I'm like, I'm fine. And the lady looks at me, she goes, hey, you're kind of looking a little pale. Is everything okay? Did you eat breakfast? And I go, yeah, I ate breakfast. And, like, I just thought I did. I'm an idiot, I know. So whatever, the lady's like, okay, well, we're gonna do one more. And, sorry, my dog felt like joining. Alright guys, I'm going to interrupt the video for just 1 second. If you look on your screen now, you'll see a gift card. For those of you that don't know, I give away a gift card in every single video I post here on this channel as a way to say thank you to y'all that are subscribed with notifications on. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, turn on those notifications so you never miss another video. I would appreciate it. And if you already do, thank you, you're an absolute unit, and I'll shut up and get back to the video. So, whatever, this time, though, the guy, for whatever reason, has a little bit of trouble, like, getting the thing into, like, my thingamajiggy. And he ends up, like, jabbing me a bunch, and it's really uncomfortable. And the entire time he's jabbing me, I'm kind of looking around the room, and I'm like, wow, I'm a little dizzy. Like, this does not feel normal. I feel weird. And I've never passed out under these circumstances before. Like, I've never passed out at the doctor's office. I never passed out because of, like, drawing too much blood and not eating. Like, I had never had this happen before. And the last thing I remember is, like, looking at the nurse and being like, I don't feel good. And that's the last thing that I remember happening. Okay, what happens between then and when I wake up is just what the nurse told me happened. But apparently at that point, I just, like, slumped forward into the chair, and she caught me. I still have the needle in my arm, so they put me back up. They take it out of me, whatever. I think they got all they needed to get, and I'm just sitting there. They run. They, like, got me a juice box, bro. They got me, like some goldfish, and they're, like, trying to wake me up. And the doctor, who had left at that point because I was just getting blood work done, he comes back in, and he's checking me. And I don't know exactly how long I was out. I would say probably like 5 minutes, like in that tiny range. Maybe a little longer. I don't know. I would prefer if it was shorter. I don't remember incredibly well, obviously. I just passed out. I'm going to hope that it was not a long period of time. I wake up and literally, like, I just am so embarrassed. Because standing there is the nurse, the kid, the poor guy, bro. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine, dude? It's your time to practice this thing. You know, you're just trying to get your hours in, and then the person you're doing it to passes out. Like, I hope I didn't mess with that kid too much, bro. I'm sorry. It wasn't his fault that I didn't eat. Like, I feel bad that I passed out on this dude. But whatever. They're all standing there. The doctor's there, and they start talking to me. They're like, how are you feeling? And honestly, I was like a little lightheaded, but I was okay. Like, when I had come back to, I was okay. And I'm like, I'm fine. And they're like, no, like, are you okay? I'm like, listen, guys, I'm fine. And I really was okay. And so they're like, all right, well, who brought you here? I'm like, well, I drove. And they tell me that I'm not going to be able to drive, right? And I'm afraid of the doctor. I really am. So, like, I had just kind of come early in the morning to try to get it over with. So they're like, well, you have to call someone to come get you. It's pretty early in the morning, so I know none of my roommates are awake, right? There's just no way any of them are up. I'm the only one who ever wakes up early. And I'm like, no, I'll be able to drive. No one's going to be able to come get me. And they're like, no, you need to call someone. So I end up having to call my mom. And, like, of course, she's at work. And I'm like, hey, I passed out at the doctor's office, and they won't let me leave. Like, I need someone to come get me. And, of course, dude, whenever you say that anything happened to your mom, like the freak out, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, Mom, I'm fine. I'm really okay. Like, come on, please. And she's screaming through the phone, like, are you okay? I'm fine. She's like, of course, I'll be right there. Now, of course, this doctor's office happens to be on the opposite side of the town from where my parents work. And I don't even live with my parents anymore. So, like, they didn't even know I was at the doctor. So, like, it's not even like this was something in their mind that they were going to have to come get me from. So I'm sitting there, and it's about a 45-minute drive, and I have to just sit in the office getting stared at by all the workers in the place that I just passed out of. And, like, I was just so embarrassed. I kept trying to, like, avoid eye contact. And, you know, obviously they kept checking up on me because it's their job and they were being nice. Like, I had just passed out, dude, but I was just so embarrassed in that moment because it's like, as soon as I woke up, one of the first things in my mind, I remember, one of the first things, not like the first thing, was, I didn't eat. Like, I knew the second I woke up that it was an issue. And to make matters even worse, dude, the kid was training. Like, I really, to this day, feel really bad that I ruined that kid's training, bro, because it wasn't his fault. Every other vial was nice and clean, dude. I just passed out on the last one. I don't know why I always just, like, I feel like this is so stupid, but for some reason I was like, meh, I mean, it's not that important to eat, like, if I did forget. And usually I do eat breakfast. I don't know why in that moment I just figured it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, moral of the story is, if you're ever gonna get, like, blood work done, blood drawn or anything, make sure you eat, because otherwise you're gonna end up like me and pass out. And that's mortifying, bro. You don't want an entire office of people staring at you like you're the, like, Black Plague, bro, because you just passed out. But, yeah, anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate you taking a second to press the like button. I would really, really appreciate it. And while you're at it, you might as well leave a comment down below. If you really want to support the channel, you can use code SCRUBBY at the G Fuel checkout. It's actually 30% off until the 16th of this month, so take advantage of that. My podcast, The Scuffed Cast, is also in the description. And if you look on screen now, you'll see the coolest merch to ever exist in the history of the planet, which can be yours through a link down there as well. But, yeah, on that note, guys, that'll do it. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. I'm gonna go pass out in another doctor's office now, and hopefully I'll see you guys all next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.